Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done a big update, mostly because of the holidays and then also a lot of the small tweaks that I've been making to the doll to really make it work out have been so many that it would have been exciting to do individually. But today I'm happy to announce that the base of the doll is essentially finished, and today I'm going to show you guys how that poses with the new updates to the joints and show you kind of what's been going on for the last couple of weeks and months in developing it since basically the last video that I've done.
Alright, so we're just going to go piece by piece and kind of explain what changes have been made and how it basically improves over the original version of this doll. So to start, we have the shin piece, which was the hardest thing to get right, and that had a lot to do with this knee joint. So the knee joint piece had a lot of smoothing out to do and a lot of reproportioning. So as you can see on the original, the knee was actually very high up on the leg, and while this was stylistically fun, it didn't make for very good sitting or posing. So in the newer version, the thigh has been extended and the knee has been lowered on the shin. That way it's more of an even bend to the leg. Now also you'll notice that upper, yes. Did you need to come say hi? And then really just generally there's been a lot of smoothing down to try to make the knee move a little bit better and fit better in its joint place, which has really helped a lot. Now next up is the chest piece, which has been made more posable on the lower end, which is the same technique that we used on the ankle piece to make them move a little bit easier in the beginning, which is to remove some of the little side parts that were kind of keeping it from bending side to side. So now, she moves side to side and much easier forward and backward. Also, the neck piece has been made so that the head will pose a lot better, including in the ways of an owl, which would be a very fun sculpt actually. And will just remain there, pose for a photo. This is a really important thing after some really hard photo shoots. So next up is the arm. So the original arm had too small of a slit for the string to go through, which made it really hard for restring. The newer version's been smoothed out a little bit more and has a wider slit for that string to fit through, which makes things a lot easier for the many reed strings this doll sometimes requires. Next up is the forearm. The forearm was smoothed and thickened, and this kind of was for a very important reason of, yes, making it look good, but also our original arm kind of started falling apart. And this was just due to many restringings and weakened areas that just snapped at some point. So now the doll is a lot more stable and just has a smoother look. Now the hands, of course, we've made a bunch of different ones since the original. In the original we had a laying one that just kind of laid nicely on different things. And a fist one, which is still a fun artistic piece, but now we have the open hand that can grab onto things. And this is good for holding items as well as just hanging onto things so that she can do awesome like action poses and action scenes, which is really kind of the goal of this doll to begin with. Now finally, the head has changed a lot. So to start, we now have versions with magnets inside so that we're not gluing these together anymore. This isn't the final version, but we have actually printed out some that do fit the magnets in properly. And the other update is these little tabs that make sure that the head does not twist and turn in ways that we do not want it to. And that just makes it so that it'll be a lot more stable and just stick on exactly the way we want that head cap to stay. Now, also, inside of the head, originally we had drilled out so that some fake eyes could fit in that we printed out just to figure out the sizing. However, now thanks to SiChip, this doll actually has real eyes inside, which are absolutely adorable to look at. And we now have sculpted space for the eyes to fit so that we're no longer having to squeeze them in there.
I'm excited because soon we're going to get to show off one of these concept designs that I've been working on. And so far, some of you here in Texas who have met me at some of the doll meets have gotten to see it, and I'm very excited to get to show it to everyone. Now, if you want to follow the progress on this as it continues to develop, please feel free to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or on our Facebook page especially, where we update fastest. And please feel free to contact me at any time because I love talking to you guys about the progress of this doll and hearing your opinions on it, the whole process. All right then, and we'll see you next time. See ya!